Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, I should be live. Today I'm going to be testing out that method in Wild Zone 20 where you can get up to 6 alpha Pokemon at the same time. This will be my first time attempting it, like I said, so definitely bear with me. I'm going to save here at this Pokemon Center. Actually, let me make it date first, I think. It seems pretty straightforward, but yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. So I'm in Centrico Pokemon Center. Show you just to make sure. It's the northern part of the zone. Right here. You want to make it daytime, just so, like, I need to have as much time as possible to accomplish this. If I don't finish this before night, then I have to start over. So I think first what I gotta do here is I gotta clear out any Pokemon here that I don't want bothering me. So I see Roserade. I don't see anything else really. Alright, cool. So there's Roserade down here and Scarm. Let me aggro them, get them both to follow me. Alright, here's Roserade. So I have to pull them over to the gate. Come on, Scarm. Okay. Roserade. Follow me. Alright, so far... Okay, Roserade's running back. Let's see. Come on, Roserade. Roserade, Scarm. Maybe I should stop dodge rolling until they're like actually attacking me. So this Roserade just keeps healing itself. Oh my gosh, how annoying. I think I need to stand near it when it's healing. I don't understand why it keeps healing itself. It's at full health already. Okay. God, these are so annoying. Come on. Stop using spikes, you... Oh my gosh, these are both the dumbest... Spikes and Iron Defense non-stop. What is wrong with this thing? Dude. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna attack it. Stupid. Stupid Pokemon. Wow, that is so annoying. These both suck. How unlucky. And of course this thing now is like... Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna get different Pokemon. These ones suck. Holy smokes, Skarmory sucks to do this with. Like, the ranged ones from what I've read or watched in the video, they tend to be pretty annoying to deal with. So the Roserade, as you can see, even though it had a physical move, it just kept using Synthesis over and over. How's that even possible? Doesn't it have a cooldown on the attacks? And then the Skarmory's just sitting there using Iron Defense spikes. Iron Defense spikes. Very annoying. I was thinking this would be a little... I didn't think it would be that annoying. Holy crap. Like, I was kind of... not avoiding doing this, but, you know, I was putting it off to try it when I was in the right mindset. And I don't know if this is the first thing I should have done in the morning, because holy smokes. I'm sure I'll get angry. I need to get angry Pokemon. Pokemon that just want to tear my head off. Alright. I already healed here, but I'll heal up. Okay, so pretty much what I have to do is I have to have these Pokemon follow me to the gate. And I have to be able to save. I mean, I guess I could like pull them a certain distance and save and then try again. Like, I guess around this bridge is where I read. But we'll see. We'll see if this is better luck with Hippo and Algae. Alright. Come on. I don't have either of those yet in this game, unfortunately. Oh no. It's so annoying. I'm just gonna soft reset. Alright. Let me get back in there and try to bring them over to the gate. Or as close to the gate as possible. It's definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I feel like once I do it, I'll be able to get a feel for it at least. Alright, let me head back in here. Let's see. Alright, T-Tar and Dragonite. Let me try to aggro them. Definitely don't want to die, but I haven't really made much progress anyways. Alright, come on. Come on, Dragonite, come to me. Oh no. Cheetar's confused. Come on, guys. I just gotta try to get them a little bit closer. I think around this bridge. Come on, T-Tar. Oh no. Come on, buddy. Come on, T-Tar. Alright, I think I go now and save. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if I did it right. I don't know if I brought them close enough. I probably should have brought them a little bit closer. We'll see. I might reset the day. I don't know if I really need to, actually. Maybe there's more than enough time to have that wiggle room. Alright, let me see. Oh wait, they're still kind of here. Okay. So maybe that did work. Alright. Now I just gotta get them as close to the gate as possible. Using Safeguard Dragonite. Of course, T-Tar's confused. Technically, they're range attacking. Fire Blast. Rock Blast. I guess Extreme Speed and Outrage are good here. So yeah, I gotta get them as close to the gate as possible. Alright, let me save. Let me soft reset real quick. Yeah, this is like a whole process that I'm doing right now. I need to get this set up before I can even start hunting. I might try to bring them a little bit closer to the gate. Let me see where they're at. They're actually pretty close. Let me bring them a little bit closer. Alright, that's really good then. Alright, let me save. Let me soft reset again real quick, and then now what I have to do, I have to actually run about 50, oh no, I think it's like 60 meters away from this gate. I can't go too far or I'll accidentally despawn. I'm trying to remember, do I save? Wait, actually real quick. Let me bring up this Austin John. Just want to verify real quick if I don't remember if I save when I'm running back.
The holiday season means a house full of people all
1 second. I'll bring it back up here so you can see as well. 1 second. All right, hold on.
only go a certain range away from
Let me get to the part where I'm at.
they both now he's chasing us. Good.
Yeah.
Side of underneath the tower. Stop gunk shotting me. Stop gunk shotting me. This planted pot right here and this Roserade, somewhere between these 2 points is typically fine. Actually, if I put down a pin right on the gate, how far are we?
Yeah, this is what I'm doing right here.
59 meters. Perfect. I'm going to put down a save. And just to make sure we didn't screw up, if we get closer, you'll see that Klefki and Simisage are still both there. Now we're going to once again reboot. One of the things in order for this method to work, I did not mention it before, I forgot to mention it. Scroll down ever so slightly on this video and you're going to see a button that says subscribe. Make sure you hit that button. Make sure you
I already am subscribed. I'll hit the like button.
Have a conflict Pokemon right here, otherwise we would clear that.
Oh, wait. What does he do after? I think oh yeah, you just run back. Okay. So I do gotta save. Wait, hold on, wait. Did you I feel like I need to watch that one more time.
I don't know. We were never despawned crazy enough to try. Make because otherwise.
Wait, did he actually close it though?
Work altogether. Make ever reboot. One of the things in order for.
Okay, yeah, he does reboot. Hey Jolie, welcome to the stream. Alright, let me see if I did this right. So I gotta head this way-ish, about halfway between this Plantern and Roserade. I'm gonna save. And just real quick, I'm gonna run forward to see if they're still there. Okay, they are. So now I'll soft reset and I'll run back towards the gate. I'm doing well, Julie. I'm trying out that alpha exploit in the zone 20 where you can spawn in up to 6. This is the first time I'm trying it, and I just started my attempt. So I'm kind of figuring it out as I go along here. It seems pretty straightforward, but I'm usually the type of person where I gotta at least like run through it at least once to truly grasp it. Alright, so now I can run back. And now there should be 2 more alphas in theory spawned in the middle. So let me run past the T-Tar and Dragonite here. You're hunting Cobalion and Sword? That's awesome. Good luck. Doing the Dynamax adventures. Alright. So Garbodor and Furfrou. Let me get their attention. That's awesome. Then you got the Swords of Justice as shinies. I mean, I guess aside Keldeo, but don't they have Keldeo available in home as a shiny? Is it? Oh, it's a static encounter. It's been so long since I've played through Sword. Oh man, maybe I should get rid of that Roserade. Here, I'm gonna come out and save. I think that's close enough. Good luck on your resets then. Wait, hold on, let me soft reset. When I come back in, I need to knock out that Roserade. I need to work on those home quests still. Yeah, it takes time. Even though I have all the Pokemon, I don't have them all exclusively from the games that you need it for. So I need to go back and like, just kind of like nitty gritty, go through the decks. Alright, yeah, this is working. Let me get rid of this Roserade for sure. Alright. I think I'm actually pulling this off. Just gotta get these guys closer. Let's save here real quick. You've only gotten Mellow from home? Who's Mellow? Meloetto? Meadowletto. Meadowletto. J. Leno. Meloetta. You just reminded me, I still have to actually get my Meloetta in Pokemon Violet. I never actually did that one. There's like a little quest where you can actually get Meloetta. Alright, let me get the Garbodor closer. Alright, so far this is working. I had a little bit of difficulty at the start, just because of the Pokemon that I had to actually deal with. Come on, Garbodor. Nice. Yo, this is perfect. I think. Alright. Let me soft reset real quick. Alright, I think I'm almost set up. I just gotta do the... If they're all there when I come back, I just gotta run out to that little spot between the plant, like the pod plant and the Roserade. And I should about have it ready. I need to look at the last step one more time because I can't remember what I gotta do after I have them all loaded in. Like, I can't remember if I have to bring them all to the gate. Okay, there they are, yeah. Snorlax has always been like one of my favorites, but I also like bug Pokemon a lot. Like I like Heracross, Scizor. I'm a big fan of the Mega Scolipede. That's new. Alright, I'm gonna saw for a set here. Yeah, I think you just die. I think once they're all 6 there, you just gotta die. But I don't remember, like, if I have to do anything else. I was... The Mossy-Lax in the new Pokemon game. Man. What an interesting concept. So bizarre. Alright, I can see them. Real quick, before I continue on here. Just want to make sure.
Yep, come on. Everyone this way.
Come on. Sorry, 1 second.
Perfect. We have these 4, we can't run too far away, and now we have to get the attention of these 2 Pokemon.
Do I have to pull them away?
And the Frostlass. Simipour and Frostlass are now chasing me. Frostlass decided to take a chill out break. Pro tip, don't die.
Are you not... What do you mean you wish you could play it?
I died. Because when you get...
Isn't it coming out on the Switch as well, or is it only Switch 2?
Knocked out, you don't put down an autosave. You could just reload the game, and whatever step that you die...
Wait, hold on, what?
Pro tip, don't die. I died. Because when you get knocked out, you don't put down an autosave. You could just reload the game, and whatever step that you died on, you can just try it again.
Oh, is it only on the Switch 2? Yeah, I only have a Switch 1 also.
Underneath the plaza, we have our 2 new ones. Oh, great. Krokorok and Leafeon. These ones are...
Dang, I didn't even realize that.
Krokorok, you see me, right? You see me? Yep. Now I just need you 2 to chase after me. We got Leafeon. Krokorok, you gonna chase me? Come on, chase me. Chase me.
It says bring 5 and 6 to the stream.
Chase me.
So I still gotta bring those 2 out first.
Good. Good. We have their attention. Perfect. They are running toward us. Run to the gate as fast as you can. And then
save.
Put down a hard save. And reset the game. Now the very last step is to get all 6 of these Pokemon as close to the gate as possible.
Okay, so I do gotta bring them to the gate.
All right here. This is an optional step that makes it a little bit safer, more of a fail-safe. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a save with all of them. Oh, we exactly hit 380 hours. Cool. Right by the gate. And with all of them here, see how Krokorok immediately ran away? That's the reason that we put down that hard save. So now all 6 of the spawners are on the gate. We load back into the game. All 6 Pokemon are here. From here, you get knocked out.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't mess up the last step. So essentially I do just need to run back in, get the 2 that are new, bring them to the gate. Gengar. Alright. So this is possible that only 5 come in. That was something I heard can happen. Oh wait, no, there's a meta. There's one right there. I don't know why it took so long to spawn in. Come on. I don't know if I can go too far away from the gate, actually, now that I think about it. Did I despawn this? Wait, what? Why is there a Scrafty now? I think I went too far away from the gate. I'm gonna soft reset. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I know it could be 5 or 6. So, I think that was fine. I think maybe a new alpha spawned in randomly. Like 1 despawned and 1 spawned in. I don't know, though. Just to be safe. I just remembered I can't get too far away or things will despawn. Maybe I should put the marker. Okay, I see Pinsir. Maybe I'll just get his attention. 5 is fine for me. I don't mind. That's still like better than what it was. And it was my first time attempting this. Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on, Garbodor. Come on, Garbs. Come on, guys. Alright. I think I got him pretty close there. Let me reset. And try to get them as close as possible. Yeah, this is pretty solid. I don't know which is the better method. Flying in or bench method. The bench might be slower than flying in. Just because of the scenes you gotta watch. Alright, let's go. Alright. I think I got him pretty close here. Alright. Wonder what my first alpha shiny will be out of this. It's like a little Russian roulette. Alright. That looks good. I think they just knocked me out now. Do your worst, Pinsir. Pretty brutal. Alright, let's see how this goes. You still haven't gotten your first one. Do you have the shiny charm? Alright. If I did this right, there should be 5 alphas underneath here. Nice! Look at that. I did it! Hey PSPP1. Welcome to the stream, thank you. Alright, I got them all in now. So now it's a matter of just I guess I'll try flying in. Here, let me put up the chat. You still need to do 530 more battles. Good luck. Is this the... Should I fly in this way? Let me see. Okay. No shiny yet. Alright, yeah, I'll just... I think flying in would be faster than the bench method, in theory. Yeah, I feel that, Jolie. I think the battles is the most tedious part of getting the shiny charm. Okay. I don't know, maybe bench method would be... I mean, I could technically knock out these Pokemon that are aggroing me. I think I might do that. Oh my gosh, how lucky. Dude, they're super lucky. 2 Machamp? Whoa, I didn't even realize that could happen here. That's interesting. I didn't know that they could get the same species in twice. Yeah, I do have the shiny charm, so I'm thinking maybe I'll get lucky within an hour. Oh, Drampa, that would be so sick to get. Who knows? I need to knock out the Pokemon, though, around me. You know what? Before I get to... I wanted to see if I have something here on the stream real quick. Just trying to see what I have going on here. Hey Lions, Den Gaming, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't have this set up on my OBS. I was trying to find and see if I had something here. I don't think I have it on here. I'll have to set something up in OBS at some point. I think this is like my 4th check. Yeah. Thanks, yo. It's going well so far. Pretty much, it just started. Woke up and decided to do this. You got your Shiny Charm Sword and Scarlet. That's awesome. That'll help out on your Cobalion hunt. Alright, let me fly back in. I just need to get rid of the aggro so I can do this faster. Yeah, honestly, sometimes I put off doing stuff like this in the Pokemon games because it seems so confusing at first. But yeah, pretty straightforward. I was a little annoyed. My first batch of Pokemon that I had to bring to the gate, I pretty much reset it because they were just so annoying. It was Roserade and Skarmory. Yeah, I couldn't do it. You got Shalfa Charizard? Holy crap. Congratulations. That's a sick one. It took you 100 hours. Do you have the shiny charm? Okay, let me fly back in. Let's go. Hold on. You know what? Real quick, I want to see if I have this thing set up over here. One moment. Where do I have this? Sorry, I thought I had a... Oh, wait, here. Sorry, one second. Let me see if this works. Alright, cool. I think I have... Well, give me a second. It's been a while since I've done this. I know I have... Did that work? I might actually put the encounters on the stream so we can see. I think I've done like 6 or something, give or take, so far. I'll just put it over that for now. How many shiny legendaries do I have? I honestly don't know offhand, because how do you, like, where would you draw the line? Because I have a bunch even from like Pokemon Go and such. You have the charm. Wow, that took a while. Good. Dang, that's a... Honestly, I feel like I won't ever get an alpha starter. I've probably done more than 7, but give or take 7. Let me knock these out. It's interesting when they spawn in like that. I mean, I honestly don't know. Like, I've gone a bunch in Go. Because I've played Go since its release. I know the last legendary I got within a cart game was... I mean, I guess... I don't know if you'd consider Ultra Beast a legendary. But I got a neat Nihilego from Dynamax Adventures, like, maybe about like 10 months ago or something, when I was doing those. Yeah, I have Genesect from Go too. Technically that's a mythical Pokemon though. But same idea, like a rare, kind of like exclusive Pokemon. A lot of times I just send my mythical and legendary shinies from Go to home so I can use them inside of my main series games. Yeah, the most recent one I got from an actual in-game cart was Nihilego. But from Go, I'm trying to think what my most recent legendary shiny was. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I could look at my game actually real quick. You know what? I could even just bring up my game and show you how many legendary shinies I just have in Go. And like, keep in mind, I've definitely sent in a bunch. Yeah, I try to transfer most of my stuff there as well. Like my shiny Mew in Go, for example, that I got back in the day is in Pokemon Home. The shiny Jirachi I got from the quest line in Go is in Home. Oops. I might occasionally forget to click on the encounter button because I just added it and I am not used to doing it for this game. It's been a minute since I've brought it up, but I'll try to keep adding a number when I am flying back in. US Elements fan, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Alright, I don't see anything in there. Let me fly back in. So real quick, let me I'm gonna bring up Pokemon Go on the screen also, just to show you a couple of things real quick. Okay, I don't see anything. Let me fly back in. Where's that? Sorry. Hopefully that's not like too much in the way. Let me catch this real quick. Alright, any shinies here? I don't see any. I got too close. Oopsies. Alright, let me fly back in. Yeah, like I said, I might occasionally miss an encounter, but generally this is where I'm around. How many times I've flown in, like, give or take a few. Not that it matters that much. I usually look at these hunts more in reference to, like, minutes. More than just how many times I've done it. Have I seen it, Gerp? Seen which yet? Alright. So legendary shinies in go. One moment. Okay, I don't see anything there. Oh, Rayquaza was my most recent in go. Yeah, I have a lot. It says I have just there 26. And I've transferred a few in. And this doesn't count mythicals in this search indicator. Let me organize them by species. I got this one, I think, actually, when I was at NAIC a couple years ago. Hey Greg, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Technically, this is a reset. Hey Goose, thanks for the follow as well. My day's going well so far. It just pretty much started, and I wanted to try doing this method for the first time in Wild Area 20. But yeah, a lot of I usually try to send these to the home. This one's from TwitchCon in 2019. I'll never get a TwitchCon ever again. Especially with the way things are now. Good morning to you as well, Greg. But, yeah, I actually got this, because that was cool. Liam Pack streams? I don't know who Liam Pack is, actually. Alright, let me, I'd go now. Just kind of wanted to show you that for a second. I don't know how personal I would actually get on stream, but... Alright, let me actually keep up with the encounters here, too. Like I said, I'm probably going to be off a few, because I have not incorporated the encounter into the stream until today. Alright. Thanks for swinging by the stream today. I hope everyone's having a great day, morning, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. Here, let me knock out this little guy. Just to make it a little bit more bearable. Okay, nothing. See. Very strange. All right. People be wildin'. behind closed doors. Alright, let's go. From what I've seen, the average is maybe about like 40 to 50 minutes if you're lucky to find a shiny here. Do this method. With shiny charm. The one thing I was thinking though, like, with what that guy said, it's like, well, at least I did you the courtesy, at least using protection. Because, I mean, found yourself in that predicament. It's a lot worse things probably that could have happened to get us out of that. It's just like, it's just such a weird, I don't know, I'm getting old. I'm not really shocked by, like, things people say on the internet, but at the same time, it's just like, I swear I've seen people say that exact thing 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what year am I in? What is this? 24. And you've seen the things I've seen in life, too. If only you knew. If only you knew. I mean, I know we're out here, like, we're in Pokemon land right now. Things can get... Oh, look at that. Alpha Gardevoir. That would be wild if the first alpha I actually get by doing this is not one of the ones underneath the tower. But say it's some random Chikorita or Gardevoir that spawns in here. Fortunately, the Gardevoir is not that big of a deal. They usually just run away. Alright. Double Raichu. We knock out this Malamar. Alright. Yeah, no real target, particularly by doing this. Just trying to get some new alpha shiny. Get a lot of dupe species. The counter is essentially new. I mean, it's not new to the stream, it's just new to me actually doing it during this game. I just realized I'm about to self-KO my own M4 here. Am I allowed to run around without... I think I can run around without Pokemon, technically. But... maybe I should put something in my party. I put the old squad back. It's like the good old days. Alright. 29. You know, I was curious if Haunter with Evilite would be kind of interesting in PvP. I don't know, maybe Haunter's too frail to really take advantage of Evilite. But if I remember correctly, Haunter actually has a pretty insane attack, like special attack stat. Like, maybe it would even be better than Gengar. I don't know, though. I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if I go out the gate, do I even have to technically fly in? Let me see. Double Halucha. I need to look at Haunter a little bit more. It's pretty frail, but I wonder if the Evilite would... But then again, it's like you're kind of taking away a chance at buffing a nut, like its attack, I guess. Like if it could survive more attack. What the? No way! I got a shiny Squirtle. What the fuck, dude? That's awesome. Let me save real quick. Alright, let me... Wait, where'd it go? I'm trying to catch it in Premier Ball. Come on. You know what? I saved. I'm gonna catch it in a lure ball. Dude, that's awesome. Got a little shiny Squirtle. Start the stream. Dude, I was just saying how I want to get a... I mean, I technically I said if it was alpha. I'll take it. Alright, let me save. Alright. So I got caught off by that. Well, that's cool. The thing is, most of these Pokemon I already have as shiny. So, I mean, obviously for now, while there's no home connectability, it's nice to get some of these. Plus, I don't know if I'd want to send some of them to this game yet, even though they will be able to be... I mean, it's pretty much the same as whenever you send Pokemon from the DS into the future consoles. Like, you can't send them back to your DS games. So you gotta know that you're ready to move forward with them. But I mean, pretty much all the games moving forward, you can use your Pokemon in still. So it's not like they're just trapped in this game forever. And again, I know I'm forgetting to hit that number down there, but that's generally how many times. But yeah, I mean, getting an alpha shiny would be pretty sick of a starter. But maybe for PvP, the shiny, like, regular one might be a little bit better. If I was going to build a Blastoise. Alright. I hope I don't get Gore, guys, because I already have... I think I only have 2 more now. I gave one of them away. I traded it. Let me knock this. Okay. Well, let me wait for the... Did I finish it? Oh my gosh, I forgot how low level this was. I'm like, why isn't it down yet? I'm so used to just throwing out my level 100. Yeah, let me fly back in. Let's get it. Not another one. It would be so nice to get one of the shinies that's a little bit more difficult to hunt for an alpha through this. Okay, let's go knock out that Totodile. Okay. Right. Back away. Is he really coming out all this way? Wow. This is such an interesting exploit. There's always something. Okay. Nothing. Alright, what's attacking me? Dang it. Just knock it out. Alright, that should be a reset. Early morning grind. Alright, let me go back. If any of you are interested in the PvP stuff, I do have a YouTube channel called Sassifrass VGC, and I have been posting... I'm going to post a video later today with Mega Gengar featured, but I have been posting a couple videos, mostly like spicy stuff, like Evilite, Bayleaf. It's pretty fun. But I mean, unless you're playing in a tournament or like a local tournament, you might as well have fun with the online mode. Why do I feel like that's shiny? But I don't even remember. I don't even know what a shiny crocodile looks like. It's probably not. I think it looks like brown, if I remember correctly, actually, like brown and yellow. That's not. Yeah, it's brown and yellow, I think. There's so many Pokemon. Even in like the Austin John Plays video, he was calling Pokemon by their like middle evolutions and such. It's so interesting how... I mean, I've done it too on stream. I've like called Venipede Venonat for some reason, and Venonat's not even in this game. And I knew what I was like. I knew it was Venipede, and I've called it Venipede. I don't even know why one time I randomly referred to it like that. Ooh, that's cool. There's just so many Pokemon. It's so easy to just kind of like jumble up the names here and there, especially ones that you don't really care about and you kind of forgot they were even a Pokemon. A lot of times the middle evolutions for like later generations, I cannot for the life of me recall what they are called. I'm like, I remember what it looks like, but it's just not memorable. And there's such a like short part of your journey. Like if you really think about it, there's only like a few levels that they're actually that on your team before they're gone forever. Lost to time itself. I'm back in. Let there be light. Oops. It'd be pretty funny though if my first alpha from this was one I already have. Or if it's like Pyroar, that would suck. It'd be nice if it was something I could actually use in PvP. The PvP right now though is actually pretty wild. Like so many people cheat. Like if you're ever in a match and someone somehow just skyrocketing wins, more than likely they are cheating. Because I feel like if most people are bringing like decent teams and they're pretty decent players, people shouldn't be getting like to the upward like 9+ knockouts. Like if there's people that just aren't good, like yeah, you could get those wins relatively easy. But like there's just so many matches I've played where it's like it just doesn't even make sense how this person is getting as many kills as they do. Like there was this I was facing this person that had a Chandelier and it was like getting off Solar Beam so fast and I'm like, I don't know if that's something like Quick Claw can do, but like it's actually insane. It was just like spamming so much, like I mean a freaking Chandelier that wasn't getting knocked out, running around the map and just knocking everything out. I don't know, it's just like insane to see. I mean maybe it's possible, but I doubt it. Like if you only use Chandelier the entire fight and you had like 9+ kills, like that doesn't make any sense. Especially with like how rampant Excadrill and Garchomp are. Gotta get rid of these annoyances. But I actually had some footage of this weird glitch. I accidentally deleted it when I was trying to clear out space. But like from last week actually, I noticed that there was some fishy stuff happening before there was videos going around and talking about the people cheating online. There was this one battle where this Garchomp was like spamming Earthquake and like moves like super fast. It didn't make sense how they were doing it. And then there was a Pokemon that died, but it was just sitting there on the map. Like the trainer didn't respawn back in. And I wish so bad that I didn't accidentally delete it. Because I meant to actually highlight it and show it in a short on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I kind of regret messing that up. Because it was super weird. Because I could actually like target. It was, I think it was a Xerneas passed out, but I could still target it kind of. It wouldn't show its stats, but I could like target on it, but it was just laying on the ground. I was like, what the happened? It's so weird. But honestly, I mean, cheating in this game online is just like the most pointless thing to do. Like, yeah, you could like cheat to get more bottle caps to cheat more. But it's like, there's no elo system. There's no real actual like clout or value you can gain out of like climbing. Like once you hit rank A, which by the way you could do without even bringing one mega Pokemon to a battle. Like you could bring terrible Pokemon and get rank A in this game, which is amazing. I think that's how it should be in a lot of competitive games. And there should just be like an elo system for the highest whatever. I mean, maybe not all games, but point being, you can have fun playing this game if you really want to, for the competitive aspect of it. You don't need to run, I mean, you could run like a meta team and just try to win every time just to get a better chance of getting bottle caps. That's an understandable grind. But for people that actually cheat, I'm like, I can't even understand how that could be like Like, maybe be funny for a little bit, but there really is actually, like, no point to it. It's not like you can, like, really upset someone. Like, anytime I get into a match like that, it's, like, such a short-lived experience that I'm like, oh, okay, this person's definitely cheating. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not affected in any way by this, aside, you know, I acknowledge it in my brain slightly. I don't know, like, maybe it's just my personal opinion, but pretty much any game I've ever cheated in, meaning like Game Shark back in the day, if I like cheated something into the game or whatever, like it just completely like made me lose interest in the game entirely. Like it just kind of like breaks the experience entirely, because realistically these are just zeros and ones, you know. Like, what are we really getting out of this? Hey Aaron, welcome to the stream. Like, we're just looking at, you know, I'm looking at a box that makes magic. Beep boop beep boop beep. Flying back in around 61 encounters so far, I suppose, give or take, because I know I've definitely missed a few. Found a shiny Squirtle randomly, but no new alpha shinies yet. Trying my best. But yeah, from here it's just pretty easy. Just kind of going in and checking and occasionally knocking out these Malamar and whatever that get in my way. Fly back in. Early morning, early morning, early morning. In the morning. $64-ish. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. Pretty pumped to finally try this. Feeling hopeful that I will find a new shiny alpha today. It actually is pretty easy to get bottle caps in the online mode. It's nice that you can get them that way, instead of having to grind those challenger tickets, which didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, the drop rate is so low. Knock out this Drayology. Okay. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes since I've started, but it took a minute for me to even set up the hunt. And it was my first time, so just had to make sure I was doing everything correctly. And as you can see, I actually only got 5 to spawn in, but that's typical. You can either get like 5 or 6, depending. So, that's fine. It is what it is. Wait, what else is attacking me? Wow, live that. Okay. Don't really need to worry about Gardevoir, then just kind of run away anyways. I'm gonna guess that I'll get it within 20 minutes from now. That's my estimate. Or my plea. Let's see. The tower. It's losing power. Knock out this Squirtle real quick. Oh, come on. Okay. Let me go knock out this Malamar real quick. Is it gonna get... Okay. Trying to think, what alpha would I want the most out of all the ones that spawn under here? I mean, Drampa would be sick, just because I don't have that shiny. Anything I don't have would automatically be epic. I mean, if it's a monkey, though, I don't know how I'd feel about that. One of the elemental monkeys might actually just set me into a dark depression. How? Oh wait, it's alpha. I didn't even realize at first. Dang. I could take a hit. Let me fly back in. I may have missed an encounter or two. I mean, it's just gonna happen. Let's see. Please don't get me Scolipede. Please not Scolipede. I'm trying to think, what the alphas I have so far are Spritzy, Gorgeist, Pyroar, Fletchling. Scolipede. Do not need those, that's for sure. Let me drill run. Just a little bit faster than running back to the gate, because they're going to aggro me so many times throughout this hunt. It's nice that in this game too, that the shinies, they stay spawned in. So you don't really have to be as delicate about it. Oh my gosh, come on, just leave. Yeah, that's not a shiny Vivillon. The only difference on Vivillon is its body is white. Excuse me. Alright, they stay away. Why? Why? Why do you keep spawning in? Man, this month is already flying by. Halfway through it already. Should probably start planning my Christmas shopping, to be honest. It's always good to plan ahead when it comes to the holidays. You're getting cool this year. I'm just gonna knock it out. No particular reason. I didn't really need to do the Bulbasaur, but he was pissing me off. No, I'm just kidding. Other things were... No. I don't even know. I'm like... Usually during these streams, my brain just starts to regress into a pile of mashed potatoes. Nothing just yet. Getting close to 100 flying ins, whatever you call them in. Landings. It would be fun to get the Stunfisk shiny. That would be a cool one to try to use in battle. I've seen people using it. What is the spiciest Pokemon I've seen people use in battle? I'm trying to think. I mean, I've seen people running Pikachu, but I feel like Pikachu is actually good. If you run Light Ball Pikachu with Charge and Volt Tackle. It's like legitimately a threat. Like, it's not gonna like stay on the field for a long time and like, you know, you'll get some value out of it. But yeah, it's surprisingly good. If you didn't know. Light Ball is an item that's specifically made for Pikachu to give it like an attack boost, allowing it to be like more versatile and kind of like live up to the like mascot anime vibe of what Pikachu does. It's like that in every Pokemon game. Like Pikachu finds a way to like be slightly gimmicky, but at the same time actually somewhat viable, because in the main series games, usually like Pikachu gets Fake Out, and Fake Out is just by default like a good move. Like even if like the Pokemon isn't that great that has it, it's just such a good move. So you run like Fake Out, and if you don't know what Fake Out does, it's a priority move that you can only use once upon switching in. So to use it again, you'd have to like switch out and switch back in and use it on turn 1. But it's an immediate interruption, pretty much. Like, as long as you're not trying to use Fake Out on a priority move like Extreme Speed, you can actually flinch a Pokemon and prevent them from attacking in a turn, which is extremely powerful in double battles. But there's a lot of ways you can like prevent it from occurring. Like there's items like, I think Covert Cloak was the item that you use in Scarlet and Violet. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So Pikachu could pretty much have Light Ball, Fake Out, and then like back in the day when they had Hidden Power as a move, you could run the Bolt Beam combo, which is like electric move plus ice move, which is typically really good coverage. Like you could run Hidden Power Ice with Thunderbolt or something. But in Scarlet and Violet, for example, you could actually run Terra Ice Pikachu and kind of accomplish a similar, if not better, version of the concept. Pretty spicy. But yeah, even in like Sword and Shield, Gigantamax Pikachu, its Gigantamax signature move, it is a guaranteed para on both Pokemon on the opposing side of the field. And if I remember correctly, even if like if it was a ground type that was the partner Pokemon, it'd still get technically, I think it still gets paralyzed by the move. As long as like your target gets paralyzed. I think the only thing that can't get paralyzed is electric types from it. If I remember correctly. It's been a while. But I remember Gigantamax Pikachu actually being somewhat usable. Like, it wasn't just, like, spice. Like, it was legitimately somewhat good. Because being able to para... I mean, it's a little bit of a numbers game at that point when you're throwing paras into the mix, but paralyze plus flinching is seriously just diabolical in Pokemon battles. Like, imagine you have, like, something with Serene Grace, like Togekiss with Air Slash, and then you're parried and you're being outsped, and then you're like at like I think it's like a 60% chance of the flinch with the Serene Grace boost. Like, you're just like suffering at that point, you know? Dang, I wish that was a shiny alpha. Nothing yet. I've gotten a Squirtle so far doing this, but no alphas yet. Oops. I'm going to keep that on 98. $99. For a second, I thought that T-Tar in the back was a little bit lighter, but then I was looking at the belly. It's the same color, so it's not. I think that's the main difference, is like that belly color. Wait. Another T-Tar spawned in there, though. Is that shiny? I don't think it is, but maybe I'm wrong. If that T-Tar is still there, maybe that is a shiny. Okay, no, it spawned out. I didn't think it was a shiny. It was just a coincidence that it spawned in that spot again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like it's like somewhat noticeable. It's not. It's been a minute. Okay. Nada. Nothing just yet. Any moment now, I feel like I'll be lucky. I feel like I'm like currently cursed on getting alphas. No, that's actually not true. Because I think all the alphas I actually wanted took way more effort than I thought they would. And then I found so many duplicates of that I didn't want at all. And I wasn't even looking for them, but I just happened to keep getting them. So, I mean, I don't have bad luck. It's just... I guess technically that would be bad luck if I'm not getting the things I actually want. But it's not shiny luck that's not here. It's just... desirability of the shiny. Making some solid progress. Yeah, I think this is faster than bench sitting. I think in Legends Arceus, the only alpha I ever shiny hunted and got was Heracross in that game. I didn't even try to get any other alpha shinies. And I didn't find any random ones along the way, unfortunately. So this game alone is like opened up the possibilities of getting more of these type of Pokemon. Honestly, Carbink would be kind of cool to get. I wonder if it would actually be a usable Pokemon competitively. Like, I mean, you can't use something like Evilite on it to give it more defenses, but I wonder if there would be any way it could be viable. Like, I don't know if it learns the screens, but I imagine it can. And being a fairy type in rock, that's some good offensive coverage at least. I mean, it's not a good Pokemon. The only game I've ever seen Carbink actually be usable in is Pokemon Go PvP. And it's kind of like, falls under the like, pay to win. No, I don't know if I'd say it's pay to win. More like grind to win, maybe. Because I don't know if you necessarily need to pay money to... At least at this point. Like, I think there was a time when Carbink is a little more exclusive. But I mean, I think even during this last event, or the event that's going on right now, Carbink's spawning pretty commonly in the wild. So if you have a Mega Pokemon that's Fairy type, that's level 3, you could actually increase your odds of getting XL Candy. But if you want my... I mean, I made a video on this years ago on my Sassifrass channel on YouTube. Like my... It's just Sassifrass. I made a video called How XL Candy Ruined Pokemon Go. I still feel like XL Candy is one of the worst decisions they've made. Just like adding another like you're already spending so much resources. Then they add like another premium resource you gotta grind just to level up something. It's a little much. I think when it comes to competitiveness, it's just not fair. That's kind of like the point I was trying to make in my video. Like, at the time, I think the meta and Go for like play Pokemon, it was like Medicham, Sableye, Carbink. I don't know if it was Carbink at the time, but like a lot of things, like Sableye was definitely a big one. There was like a lot of XL Pokemon that were like so expensive to get, or you had to grind a lot too. And they weren't impossible to have, but it's like if your whole goal in playing the game is to just compete battling, why would you want to spend ages grinding something? Sometimes it takes months or more to get these things, you know? But yeah. I mean, people even in the main series games, they gen in Pokemon because they don't want to like spend time catching them. IV, like bottle capping them and like minting EV training, like that to a lot of players in the main series games takes too much effort. But in Go, it is like next level effort that you have to actually use to get where you need to get. It's like actually absurd. But I mean, if you've been playing for all that time, it's actually not, you know, it's kind of baked into your grind. Like it's already like happening kind of just by the way you play naturally to some degree. But I mean, like, the biggest argument I could ever make about something like that is just usually like a fair, if you want to talk about like fair competition, everyone starts with the same amount of resources, and it's how they distribute it, you know? Like I feel like a lot of those games that like introduce like elements of microtransactions or whatever just ends up like, you know, they're not truly competitive games, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're just kind of like things you could do with your expensive digital monsters that you have now. Like there could still be levels of it, because I mean I was a part of like Sylph and the grassroots stuff and Go competitively. Like if you ignore all the things it takes to actually build a team, yeah, there could be competitive aspects to the game for sure. It can like be like an actual sweaty, high-skilled tournament experience. But it's hard to deny that like you need all of that before you get to that point. To even like have that like experience that like you get from just opening up a box like a board game and you're automatically all on the same playing field. You don't need to do anything extra, you know, you're just learning how the game is. And a lot of times, like, if you're playing a game that requires you to grind a lot before you can actually do the battling aspect, you might find that by the time you get to the battling part that you're not even like cut out for battling, or like you're not like comfortable, or you don't understand it enough to even like grasp it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the reason why people gen in their Pokemon, like I don't do it myself. I've always been against it personally, but I actually understand why people do it. Like I don't even like really criticize people that do it, because I know that if they're genning in their team and it's legitimate stats and abilities, it's going to come down to the actual battle between me and them. Who's the better trainer? Like they don't have a real advantage necessarily, other than they save time and they could focus more on battling with their team as opposed to spending time grinding, which is a competitive advantage regardless of what, you know, anyone would say. But it doesn't really matter that much, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. Let's see. Where are the shinies? I didn't find any within that 20-minute period that I thought I would. So, I don't know. Nothing. Probably have to get some more water here soon. Yeah, I should have just knocked it out. Oh. Dang it. Let me just knock these guys out real quick. I wonder if they will try to add an elo system in this game. I don't know if it matters. Like, personally, I just have fun doing the battles. Like, I kind of like that it's not... Like, even though I like competitive games, I actually like that this game is a little bit more chill about ranking up. And it's nice that they actually have a feature in this game, unlike Arceus, that had nothing, really, in regards to PvP. I mean, the battle system in this game, I think, makes more sense and kind of, like, translates better for a group or, like, one-on-one battles, but... Yeah, like, Arceus had, like, nothing, really, to do after you beat the game. Pretty much, you could just shiny hunt. Which is cool. But I like that this game did have PvP. Like, I can't stress that enough that I'm so used to Pokemon games. Like, I'm a battler at heart. Like, I like shiny hunting. It's become more accessible over the years, and I've been more, you know, willing to do it and kind of, like, get behind it. But I've always been a battler. In every game that I play, I expect there to be some sort of, like, battling in it. And whenever Let's Go Pikachu Eevee had no real... Like, they had ways to battle, but it was, like, such a cryptic way to do it, where you would just kind of, like, type in random codes, and then you'd lobby with someone. There was no, like, online ranked mode, or, like, a... I don't even think there was, like, a search for random player mode. It was just, like, you just typed in a code, which you just hope someone was on the other side. I think most people will just use like 00000 or whatever, but that was like a big disappointment for me personally, because I thought like doing the 6 vs 6 single battles and stuff was like super fun in that game. And it was like, I mean, the battle system in that game was completely different. Like how you would train Pokemon. You had like the stat distributions were wildly different than the other games. So I feel like it was just like, it was just such a unique game. I feel like Let's Go is one of the better looking Switch titles as well, like graphically. I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's like I'm sick of seeing Kanto remade, if I'm being honest, especially since I played the original games. I mean, if you even want to include, like, Gold and Silver technically brought Kanto back, even though it was, like, smaller and arguably, like, emptier. But it was still, like, a cool experience as a kid, because when you beat Red and Blue as a kid, like, when it first came out, it's like, there really isn't anything. They're just rumors on the internet. Like, back in the day, there were so many rumors of things that were, like, hidden in the game. Like the infamous Mew under the truck, which it does turn out you can RNG manipulate Mew into your game, which is kind of nuts. They discovered that later down the line, but... I was talking about this before on one of my streams, how there was a Nintendo Power on April Fool's that they were like an issue they released where they rumored that you can get Yoshi somehow in Red and Blue. And it was just a prank, but I mean, even back in the day, misinformation on the internet was a thing. And it's a little bit crazier back then too, because I don't feel like nowadays information's so rampant and there's so many sources and so many people trying to like put out content and get messages out there. Like anyone could pick up a phone and just like put out something. I just remember being on like geo sites and like all these like I think it was like homestead.com, I think. You can make your own like homepage. GeoCities, I think that was one of them. Oh my gosh. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, you are young. You are probably born after the year 2000 or something. Still nothing. After this check, I'm going to take a quick breather to get some more water. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me a little bit, keeping me company while I do this hunt. Right. Alright. So, real quick, I'm gonna grab some more water, and then I'll continue on hunting here. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Yeah, right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me get back to this. Thanks for your patience. These little guys are so annoying. I'm just gonna try to keep this path clear. Still nothing. Okay. Nothing. Malmar's in the way again. Let me knock it out real quick. Yeah, I don't want Talonflame, but again, I haven't even gotten anything, so I guess I can't be really picky or anything. Thanks for swinging by today. I hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. I got up bright and early today. Got some coffee in me. Probably should have eaten before the coffee, but it's all good. I feel pretty good at the moment. It's kind of like typical me, though. I'm like a coffee addict these days. I don't need it, but I just like coffee. Like, I love the taste of it. You know? Even ice cream and different things, I like getting coffee flavored. Gotta handle business. Wait a second. No, I think that's just a regular Glaceon. I think I was just lighting. I almost thought that was a shiny in the back, but if it is by chance a shiny, it will stay, of course. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay. So maybe give or take with my break in setting up the hunt. Maybe I've been hunting about an hour and a half-ish. Trying to find some sort of shiny alpha. Let's see. Skarm would be a sick one to get. I would love to build an alpha shiny Skarm for PvP. Just for funds. It's definitely one of the better picks currently. I'm glad I put the encounter counter on the stream, even if it's a little off. You're like, it's a range. I'm somewhere around 153, probably more, but it's pretty good. It's in a good place. Okay. Get more into the flow of using it. So for future streams when I do this, it'll be more second nature. Let's see. Alpha Totodile, I'm gonna run away from that. I mean, honestly, that would be so sick if I got an alpha starter doing this. Guess it's always possible. I did get a shiny Squirtle a little bit earlier, but it wasn't alpha, just regular. But I mean, even that, pretty cool. Gives me some hope. Did I forget to do the counter? Probably. I feel like I may have. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know anymore. I don't really care if the number is accurate per se. It's more about like a time frame for me. I mean, I have the stream also. It's not like I don't have. If I really wanted to, I can go back through and count how many times that I actually did do it. I'm not gonna take my time to do that, but it's here. One thing I saw about Sableye Shiny Alpha, that its eyes actually are the wrong color for the shiny. Like it has its normal gem colors, which is kind of interesting. Sableye kind of just not good in this game. I used it on my team through the playthrough because you can, you know. Obviously it'll be alright there, but it is pretty bad. Like it's just not like I mean the main appeal to using Sableye is Prankster, I feel like. And its stats are just like underwhelming for what it can do. Like how this game kind of functions, I guess. Like using Mega Sableye on a team would just feel like almost like a waste of a slot. But maybe there is a way to use it. I was watching a video by Amablissy, kind of talking about how like Mega Pokemon feel nerfed in PvP because it's not an immediate thing you can do, but you have to actually like build up to Megaing, which means to some degree you have to like, you know, miss out on using C moves to ensure you get to your Mega faster, or you struggle to get to your Mega because you're trying to use C moves as well. I don't know, it's a good video. It makes sense to me personally, because I feel like most of the Megas that are pretty good right now are Pokemon that were already like just good. Like Garchomp's already just good. Metagross is already just good. Like they would be good as an option regardless, you know. But Pokemon that just aren't good normally, like Ballinks, like you could use them, but are they actually that good? Like they're kind of like wasted slots, unfortunately, because there aren't abilities in this game either. So like there's a lot of things we miss out on. Like one of the reasons why Mega Heracross was pretty good is because I think it was Skill Link, or it was some sort of move it has that like pretty much it guarantees 5 hits on all 5 hit moves. So like Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, Pin Missile, they're guaranteed to hit 5 times. So it was a good choice because you could always like hit through Focus Sash users and just like take down Pokemon. But in this game, it doesn't really like, even though it has an insane attack stat, it doesn't. I don't think it has that capacity to do the same thing. And each individual hit technically does have a chance to crit. It's not that you would always rely on the crit, but that's stuff that would actually make like game-changing things happen. Like a crit on a super effective Pin Missile or something. Like it doesn't seem like a lot of damage, but coming from, I'm trying to remember what Mega Heracross's base stat is, but I think it's the highest in the game, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty absurd. But yeah. Like when you put that move with that attack stat, with that ability, then you have something that's actually pretty scary. But I mean, it's still pretty scary without the ability. But I'm saying that like the ability was so good because you always had 5 attacks at a chance to crit. And then again, like Focus Sash, sturdy users, things that would normally like live 1 attack, they can't survive. Mimikyu, break disguise, and then keep hitting it. I think that's how that would work. I actually don't even know about that interaction. I feel like that's how that would work on Mimikyu. I don't know if it would just take the whole first move. I feel like it's always the first attack. Like, I feel like if Melmetal used double Iron Bash, it would, like, beat Mimikyu. Not that that would be, like, a fair battle. Like, when you... I don't even think Melmetal's ever been officially, like, released in any way. Aside through Go. And, like, the G-Max event. I'm trying to think. Was there any other way you can get Melmetal? I don't know why I can't remember. Maybe there was a mystery gift. Dang, it's actually kind of wild to think about. I want to know more about Melmetal, honestly. I want to learn more about that Pokemon. It's such a weird... Back in the day, I was actually live streaming on Twitch whenever... I think it was at the end of Chikorita Community Day. And they were supposed to... It was like... I don't know if... It seems like it was an accident that they released Meltan in the game. But it, like... Originally, the game was like glitching out. And I think it was like turning into Dittos or something. Like Chikorita were turning into Meltan. And like... No one knew what it was. And then, like, I think, I can't remember exactly. I feel like, I don't know, some people remember this event entirely different. I remember it being, like, a complete mess up on Niantic's side. Like, they didn't intend to release it like that, if they were planning to release it that day. And then, like, they did some, like, quest in the game, I feel like, that tried to, like, connect it. I feel like that's how it went down. But some people say it was like extremely intentional, like how Niantic made it happen. I'm like, I don't even know. I remember like, there's actually a clip somewhere on my YouTube channel. Because there was some discourse happening in that video actually about like, if it wasn't like an accidental glitch that Niantic released, or if it was like an extremely intentional decision on their end to have it happen like that. I don't know. It was like the first time they were doing that. And like they kind of do it now like that similarly, but it's like the way they were trying to make Meltan connected to Ditto and all that. I don't know if that's even a thing. I don't remember, honestly. Like, I feel like gaslit by myself right now. But I just remember, like, catching the Meltan, but they weren't actually Meltan. They were, like, Chikorita still, or, like, some other, like, filler Pokemon that existed in the decks. Like, I think it was just Dittos. This was a while. I think it was, like, 2019 or 18 this happened, also. So it was a long time ago. I was just thinking about it because of Meltan, you know, overall. Oh gosh, I guess I'll knock it out. I'm convinced Niantic didn't mean it to happen that way. Even if they planned to release it after Chikorita, it didn't get released how they intended it to be released, that's for sure. Definitely something special that we all saw. I mean, Niantic's been prone to making mistakes, like, let's be real. I think potentially them being bought out by Scopely might actually be better for the game, even if, like, a lot of people have said Scopely has, like, added a lot of, like, microtransactions into their games that they own or whatever. I don't know. I mean, Niantic primarily cares about geomapping and augmented reality technology. That's always been their whole gimmick. So now they can focus on that. I mean, I can't imagine being a company like Niantic and you just want to, like, create this technology and it doesn't really play much of a role in what makes Pokemon Go Pokemon Go. Like, the things that really implement their specialty as a company are, like, the photos. Like, the AR stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna feed my buddy on the map and take photos of it. Like, that's, like, the bread and butter of their technology that they're trying to develop. Aside, like, the, like, geomapping aspect of it. Where they're, like, building a virtual version of the real world. So they're using people as, like, literal guinea pigs. Like, they're doing free work. Like, someone could be getting paid good money probably to do the job that people who play Pokemon Go are doing for free. And also paying the company to do. Like, you're legitimately, like, buying raid passes and incubators while giving them free data and information that they need to sell to, like, probably, like, the military and stuff. Like, let's be honest, like not to be, like, all dark about it, but, like, even, like, the AI we're seeing today, like, the stuff that we in the public are experiencing is probably, like, 10 years old or something. Like, I swear that, like, whatever, like, version of the technology that we're seeing as peasants in the world is absolutely, like, not how far along they are and how advanced it is. They're probably more so just, like, gauging how people react to this stuff while slowly, like they've been implementing AI in, like, Gmail and, like, Google and stuff for a long time now. You know, like, the stuff that people think is, like, it's really not even, like, revolutionary laws, like the AI stuff. It's, like, the same as, like, a search engine in a lot of ways. But, like, I could probably guarantee there's, like, something happening behind closed doors that's probably going to be insane. That's why I put my money in blue chip. Invest my money in tech. I don't know, I feel like I've talked about this slightly. I'm not a financial advisor or anything. I'm just a normal dude who's put some of my money in investing. Like, nothing crazy, just, like, index funds. Like, pretty standard stuff like S&P 500. But there's so much discussion about, like, this AI bubble, and a lot of it has to do with the fact how much money they're spending right now. And will they actually be able to make that type of profit back? And it is kind of an absurd amount of money. And it does look like, dang, how would they ever make that money back? But like I said, I think there's stuff on, like, that we don't see. Like, there's ways AI is being implemented that we are not seeing as, like, a consumer at our level. That it's probably being, like, that will, I don't know. I'm just thinking at some point it's going to be absurdly integrated in our life, and it already is kind of, but it's kind of scary to think, like, we might be living in a time where it's hard to get a job, like, even just a normal job. And I wonder how they're gonna offset the people who are, like, I've heard about many companies like right before holiday season, letting people go. And it's actually kind of frightening to think that, you know, that's a scary thought to happen to someone right before the holidays. And I feel like a lot of places, like even just getting like a regular, like minimum wage job is probably hard to get nowadays, just because of how many people need jobs. I don't know, I was like watching this video talking about how like there's like, even though there's not allowed to be like ageism in America, there's like the reality is like if you're above a certain age, you're like unemployable in the eyes of like certain employers. Like they'll just kind of frame it in the eyes of like, oh, you're overqualified for this job. So even if you just need money and income, you might even like, if you get fired by chance on like, I don't know, I'm not trying to jinx anything for anyone, but I don't know, I've never really thought about it because we're just living in a, you know, the way things are in general are not like a linear path. You know, we don't just move forward in history or whatever. Like stuff's happening that's like, that's never happened before in this country and stuff, you know. It's like, what, like the wealth disparity. I'm in America, just for full disclosure. I'm not gonna get too much into it. It's not really about politics as much as I think like classism is a thing that just like gets shoved under the rug in the guise of like everyone caring about other things. Maybe they just don't realize, because I think in America it's like really popular to kind of like, it's like culturally acceptable to kind of like almost like put on like a facade or like an image of like what your life actually is, you know, especially like in the days of like having an online avatar that you control and you curate, like, this is what I will share with the entire world after curating it and editing it and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'm not trying to like make people worried, but who really knows? It's definitely a weird time to experience things. I try to like, I mean, if you have a job right now, like, just recommend not effing that up. I don't know, like, of course, when you look at stuff online and on any social media platform, I'm getting sent some sort of algorithm that, like, you know, is trained to my brain to some degree. And a lot of stuff that you see on the internet is not real to begin with. So that's something to keep in mind. And if you're just kind of like scrolling through shorts or TikTok and just seeing a bunch of different stuff, even if it's harmless to a degree, you know, maybe it's like Pokemon stuff or some of your favorite show or whatever. It's just like occasionally you just get like sucked into it to a degree, and like if you wake up and it's like the first thing you're doing, because it's like a shot in the dark. What are you gonna get on a reel? It's essentially the same effect on your brain as gambling. Like you're seeking dopamine. Like, oh, am I gonna get something worth the value? I don't know what I'm seeking. I'm just looking for something, and if it hits, it hits. I'll know it hits when it hits. You know. But it's like that's how it gets you to keep coming back. Like it's weird how much that's integrated in almost everything nowadays. Like your social media is like trying to trick your brain into being addicted, like gambling. Dating apps are the same way. Like I will never use dating apps ever again. Like personally, I feel like you are just asking to be disappointed if you use dating apps. Like, especially nowadays. Like maybe back in the day when it first started, it was like good. I mean, there's probably some websites and such that you could probably still make work. But it's just such a weird, I feel like you never really grasp who the person is through that. But yeah, it's like the same thing. Like you're like swiping on people. And it's like you don't even know this person, and you get this impression like, oh, I'm rejecting this person, or I like this person, and it's like they don't even know you exist. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're all human beings, but we're like viewing each other like these weird, like, I don't know. It just dehumanizes the entire experience, and it's unfortunate because, you know, people don't even want to talk to each other in person either. It's hilarious. What a what a predicament to be in. Such a weird, like, you know, I've like lived through this entire like cultural shift. It's been wild. I grew up with the beginning of the internet pretty much. Like I remember dial up, and you couldn't be on the phone and the internet at the same time. It's so funny. I'm kind of glad that I had that like experience of like somewhat simplicity where like everything's so readily available nowadays. Like games are leaked days before they're even released publicly. People are making videos, putting them in the chamber, ready to drop them day one. People are just putting in thumbnails, like strip spoiling new things to take credit for some monetary gain. Just for like a very shallow gain, honestly. Like it's like a very short-sighted way to gain notoriety or popularity. Because like ultimately, like I don't feel like there's longevity in a like, I don't know. Some people like that's like their thing, I guess. But there's a way to do it tastefully. Like there's people that are interested in leaks and such. It's just like if you're gonna post like a unreleased Mega Evolution and it's literally in the thumbnail, like you are something else. I will absolutely block your channel. Do not recommend this channel ever again. Very much. And I don't really do that often. I'm a pretty tolerable person. Like, you know, I like letting people get their pennies from my views and stuff, you know. I don't go ad block and stuff on my computer. I'd be supporting people. But yeah. I guess what I'm just trying to say is like nowadays it's like it's a race to consume everything as fast as possible. But I remember when it was like when I grew up, like even like watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. That was like a weekly event. I mean, like stuff like that still happens like that, you know, to a degree it still exists, but I don't know why it felt different. Maybe I'm just being nostalgic. Felt more like an event with like my friends and stuff. But again, that was just like a different point in my life as well. Maybe there's still stuff like that that's very similar for kids. I'm sure there is. Like maybe there's like a new Fortnite event and they're all like watching it drop together. I don't know. And then like one day they'll be like streaming on it won't be Twitch because Twitch will finally have burnt down due to all their like terrible ways they've handled most situations in the past. They'll be like it'll be some other platform. Maybe it'll be Kick or something. I have no idea. But whatever platform exists, that generation of kid will be streaming talking about, oh, back in the day we played Fortnite, but now they actually have real people go in and fight. I don't know. Holy moly. Now you actually show up with your kids and bet their lives on the line. Oh, Grandpa. Things are just different now. Don't ignore me, child. Dang, this thing is a beast. These alpha Pokemon really know how to put up a fight. Even with the level advantage, that's just wow. Still no shine. Maybe we should put on something aside Flare Blitz. Because... What? Oh, come on. I almost thought the dry algae was aggroing me, and I'm like, I thought it was far from that. Come on. Still no luck with the alpha. Man, I've had some... I feel like my targeted alpha hunts have been pretty low odds. I mean, granted, there is no direct target, but I'm surprised. Nothing. Nothing just yet. Will this be the one? Come on. It's a pretty easy hunt, though. I'll give it that. Now that I've done it, I feel that some of the other exploits in the different zones I'd be more comfortable trying. I was considering on hunting Gibble, but I don't know. If I did, I'd primarily want to get an alpha shiny, and that might be a hunt. Because I could just be patient for just to transfer in a shiny Gibble. I have so many. Anything that was a community day and go, I typically have a lot of them extra. Except some of the more recent ones I've like played a little more casually. Just got enough for my shiny decks. Okay. Who's aggroing me? I think it may have been the Totodile, but I guess it didn't actually get full aggro. Where's my alpha? Give or take 215 so far. Nada. I don't think what would be the most. I think just getting a dupe would be the most disappointing. But I'll take anything at this point. Double the Gengar. It's interesting how often that happens. Double Scon. Florges. I'm trying to think if I would even be able to tell the Florges without like squinting. Can't remember. I hope I don't get that one, but okay, it definitely is not Florges. Excuse me. I think I'm making pretty good time. So I've gotten one shiny today so far. Shiny Squirtle. Just regular though. Oh, it'd be so cool if it was alpha. Yeah, I think if I got Gorgeist or Pyroar, those would be my... I'd be like, dang, that sucks. Okay. 225. Guess I can kind of just dodge. Okay, never mind. I thought I could just dodge him, but guess I can't. Oh. Never mind, I guess I can. Maybe that's a better path instead of attacking each time. Gentris. Plaza. Gentris. Alright, this thing is definitely going to aggro me no matter what I do. You know what? The thing is, now that I think about it, I think my odds are probably in my mind off a little because I was thinking probably of the odds he mentioned if I had 6 of them here. And I only have 5 spawning in, so it will be technically a little bit different. And I mean, it's all probability at the end of the day. It's not... Some people get faster, slower. Yeah, I only have 5. But that should still be a good amount here. $229. I'm trying to get them spawned in real quick before it hits nighttime. And then I'll just wait here. No shiny. Alright, let's see. That'll count as an encounter. Battle zone. Okay. Actually, this would be awesome if I got the Garchomp. I feel like Garchomp would definitely have to be Mega if it's a shiny. Scrafty would be a cool one to get also. Love me some Scrafty. I can never really tell with Glaceon, because I think Glaceon's shiny is just like slightly like more opaque-ish. I don't think it's much different. Frostlass, I think, has a purple ribbon. It's a little bit different, but it looks kind of similar as well, if I'm not mistaken. They sometimes make slight changes to shinies throughout different games. Yeah, I don't know, the alpha hunts for me have been a little brutal. Let my luck change. Nada. Oops, sorry. Who's attacking? Chikorita. Just want to get at least one. Just to know it's real. Hmm. $241. Where's my alpha? Good morning. Early bird gets the worm. $243. What do you see? Champ would be a cool one to get to, because I haven't built one for PvP yet, but I think I want to at some point for the versatility. So it's been about 2 hours and 30 minutes, but if I take into account how long it took to set up, and then took a minor, like a short little break, it's like a few minutes, nothing too long. Maybe it's been like 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 15 minutes of hunting. Whoops. It's fine, I can get that back. I like that about this game too. They're pretty forgiving about the Pokeballs. At first I was like, wow, it's really easy to just keep Pokeballs in this game. But then with the Master Ball and Apricot Balls, I'm like, oh wait, this is more like a failsafe. So people don't just completely throw away one of the rarest items. Honestly, I'm wondering if I should save the Master Ball. I don't know if there's any other ways you can get Master Balls right now. Maybe there is a chance that it drops in PvP. I don't know. Or like Challenger ticket. But maybe it's worth keeping it for the DLC for something. Because maybe some of these alpha would be worth getting a Master Ball in. You finished the Fairy Realm ZA, doing a dragon, and found 2 shinies in less than 2 hours. Dude, that's crazy, yo. Congratulations. What was on your final fairy team? Like, how I could just get it. You know what? I'll just fly to a Pokemon Center real quick. And heal. This will be 251. Let me get that Pokeball back. Oops. What if there's a way to say no? He just throws it away. Definitely healed. Meganium, Gardevoir, Mawile, Florges, and Clefable, and Gallade. I see. So you took in consideration like Mega Meganium, pretty much. Alright, let me go in here. Nothing. What a day. Oh, what a night. Oh, 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 what a night. Oh, what a night. And oh, what a night. Get out of here, Dreology. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna get out of here. I didn't even realize I was alpha at first. I'll save myself the fight. Oh my gosh. Nothing yet. It's taking a second. Don't you wanna shine? Alright. Good choice to de-aggro. Any moment now, right? That's how this works. Any moment. Wonder if I'll get it before 300. Goodness. He's coming after me. A true terror. I woke up so early, I just couldn't sleep anymore. I don't know what it was. $259. Racking up that number. Not really seeing much for it. Come on. I'm gonna do a bench reset just because I can. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll just shine. Maybe this would be a good option occasionally. It feels slower though. But maybe to de-aggro the fight faster. It is slower though, realistically. I mean, that's what it feels like. What's going on? I mean, I'm on the Switch 1 also. I think it's just naturally slower. You know, I just need to take care of this guy. Go on. So. Sableye, what are you doing over there recovering? 300 days sober, Sableye says. Imagine it's Delibird I get. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I'd rock Santa. Santa's helper. On. The fact that you get a present out of Delibird's butt is something that I can't ever unsee now. Like, it's its tail. I mean, technically it's not its butt, it's its tail, but I don't know. This makes me think he's just straight up like pooping up presents. How like manifests them in his body, creates them out of nothing. Oh, Delibird, quite the life's mystery. I wonder if we'll ever see what Diglett looks like underneath. I mean, we saw Darth Vader as a kid crying, so like it's kind of like the same experience. You know, you take away the mystery of the man. One of the most iconic villains of cinema. Just put him as a child crying on screen. You want to demystify why he was the way he was. I mean, I like Anakin's story, but I feel like it wasn't necessary to tell it from. I don't know. It could be implied more. But I think, like, one thing I appreciated about the prequels is kind of like on that subject. How it kind of mirrors the original trilogy a little bit. Because if you've ever watched the original trilogy, essentially Luke Skywalker kind of like, it's kind of like in Return of the Jedi, especially, like at the beginning he's wearing like black robes, he's going to Jabba's palace, he's like force choking people. Wait a second. Is that Shiny Halucha? Dude, let's go. Finally, and that's a cool one, actually. Okay, let me save this real quick. So, let me try to catch this. Oh, come on. Here, let me reset that real quick. I wasted those 2 love balls. So, what I was trying to say is, at the beginning of Return of the Jedi, it's implied, like, with his, like, clothing and, like, how he's wearing all black and such, that he could go down the pathway of dark, like, the dark side. So, like, I guess it's, like, the prequels were kind of showing how Luke and Anakin kind of had a similar choice at one point, and how it kind of results in blah, blah, blah. Alright, let me see. Sorry, I'm like forgetting how to even play this game. I completely cannot get the right ball out. I want to try to catch this in a love ball. Dude, get out of my way, Scrafty. I can get more of these. You know, let me soft reset again, so I don't waste all this. I made a Halucha for PvP, and now I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I waited, because the alpha one might be a little bit, I don't know, like, it might be better that it's small, but it's a shiny alpha. I mean, it kind of isn't that good. I feel like, again, anything that isn't that great in its base form isn't going to be like incredible in PvP, just due to the nature of how megas work. All right, let's go. Stay in, stay in. All right, I'm gonna try to knock it out real quick. And then I'll soft reset if I don't catch it. Dang. They mean business. Alright, do I catch it? Nice, I got Halucha, baby. Shiny Halucha. Dude, that was something. That's my first alpha from this. Love Ball Halucha. Bold Nature. Dude, that's awesome. Let me go heal up real quick. Alright, nice. That's one. Heal up and see what's going on there. I'm thinking that now that means there's only 4. Maybe I could technically group the 4 that's in there and try to get them as close to the gate and do that thing. But I don't know if that would be hard. It might be hard to do. Maybe it's better to try to take advantage of the 4 that are in there left and shiny hunt from there. Maybe that's what most people do. Because maybe 3 would be a little bit easier. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, maybe 4 is not even that hard. I don't know. I've never tried. I'm just gonna sit on the bench, kill some time. So yeah, so far I got 1 alpha shiny. I just got Halucha, which is a pretty cool one. I don't think I've ever had Halucha shiny. Not even in, I mean, Go, it's an exclusive to like Mexico and some of Texas. I feel like, actually, I don't know, does this, maybe I'm thinking of Heracross. I feel like maybe there's certain parts of like California that's like south enough for Halucha. I feel like I've heard rumors. I've never done myself, so I don't really know. Yeah, so there's only 4 here now. Good old Halucha. $274. Maybe depending on what the Pokemon are in the middle, maybe I can get them to group. I'm gonna see if I can do it actually. It might be hard. Dragonite's over here just using Safeguard like a fool. Yeah. You use Safeguard like over and over. Alright, I'm not doing it. Yeah, like Pokemon that just for some reason use the same status move are not gonna make that easy. Maybe it'd be better to knock it down at least 3. I don't know if there's a way to reset it. Wait, is that shiny? Oh my gosh, I almost thought it was. I did get 1 shiny Squirtle a little bit earlier in the stream. So 2 shinies today so far. Just only 1 alpha. Okay. What kind of luck could I have? Oh, excuse me. Bright and early, looking for more shinies. Let me get out of here. Squirtle. I could knock it out, but yeah, honestly, it'd probably be faster to knock out something like Squirtle than run. When I was that close already. Oops. Alucha. Alucha. Just knock it out. Alucha, Alucha, where did you go? I should name my shiny Halucha Horchata. That'd be a good name for it. Horchata. Or maybe that'd be a better name. Where are you at? Getting close to 300 flown-in, fly-ins, landings. Whatever you want to call it. Soft resets. Did I ever save again? Let me make sure I save. I don't recall if I saved after catching my shiny Halucha. $282. 282. How about you? 282. 282. Nothing. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. I see no difference. Whoa, whoa, whoa. $285. Got a chomp. Spawning in. I wonder if that's shiny. If it's in again, I'll check. Because that is one I won't be able to tell that much. Okay, it's definitely not a shiny. It disappeared. What is next? $288. Goodness gracious, running through gate 20. Looking for an alpha shiny. I mean, in theory, all of them are not related to each other in any way. So you technically could get like 2 shinies that spawn in at the same time if you were lucky enough. So just because I got the 1 doesn't particularly mean that, you know, my odds dropped. Like, all of these had the same odds the entire time. It's just probability and how my human brain tries to process it to understand what is different. Why no shine, game? Giant keys. You too could have keys to the castle. I think Hulucha is a cool one to get. I think there might be an alpha static. I can't recall. I feel like there might be somewhere. But it might not be guaranteed alpha. So maybe I lucked out with that one a little bit. $2.95. $2.96. Pinsir would be pretty cool. I love me some bug Pokemon. I hope they give more bugs, Mega Evolutions, that don't exist yet. Imagine they put Ultra Beasts in the DLC. I don't know any of the spoilers, so you don't. Please don't even let me know if they are or aren't. But that'd be kind of cool. They had like megas for the Ultra Beast or something. You turn it. Excuse me. Raichu would be a cool one to get to, just to get ready for the Mega Evolutions. I don't know if they released the stats of those Pokemon yet. I mean, it's safe to assume one's special, one's physical. But maybe it's different than that. Maybe it's more like one's offensive and one's defensive. But I guess to justify that, they would need to be able to learn different moves, which wouldn't be possible. It's not like you could just learn new moves being a Mega. It's not like Meowstic or whatever, where they do kind of have differences from each other based on gender. Like, those are just hard baked into the species, unlike what I'm kind of talking about with the Mega Raichu variants. I mean, that's what they did with Mewtwo and Charizard, pretty much. It's like the same theme. Like, they just kind of split into the opposite sides offensively. I don't know if I hit that. I don't recall. And I think it's usually the same. Like, Y is a special attacker, X is physical. just want to check down here real quick. Is there something that could spawn? I wonder if the roof behind me. I'm just curious. I don't actually know. Here's something. Maybe there's a different way to get there. Alright, it's whatever. Didn't seem like. I mean, maybe I'll check that building at some point. Let me just run around. Nothing. $304. $304. It just hit me what that actually stands for. They are some straight up 304s. Right. Double Kanga. Let's see. $307. Three oh seven, 307, 307. Running on up, checking the shiny. I'm gonna do a few more checks right now, but then I gotta actually kind of do some other stuff a little bit this afternoon. But there's a chance I might come back and keep doing this later today. So far I got Shiny Squirtle, just regular, and then Shiny Alpha Holoja. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna at least try to get... Oh! Shiny Flareon, I'm pretty sure. Fairly confident that's a shiny Flareon. Dude, that's awesome. I was just about to call it quits for the day. And I still am, but I'm gonna catch this Flareon first. Okay, let me think about it. What do I want to catch it in? It doesn't matter that I died. I was trying to think what I want to catch it in. I'll save, like, outside of it. Like, I don't really care too much about EV Pokemon, EV evolution and such, if I'm being honest. I'm not like a big EV fan. I don't dislike it. I like them, but I just don't. Like, I'm not like, I wasn't even thinking like what I would do if I caught one. It was, I mean, luxury ball. I might as well catch it in something rare. Come on. Alright, I'm just gonna knock it out. Or get it pretty low. Stay in the ball. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I'm gonna stop for a set here. Because I wasted all those Pokeballs already. If I had to pick, though, for an Eevee evolution, that was my favorite. I feel like I always lean towards Umbreon. Like, I kind of have a certain connection with the original trio. Primarily Jolteon was the one I picked in my first playthrough as a kid. Oh, come on. How'd that not connect? You know, I'm gonna restart that already just because of that first one getting wasted. I do like Leafeon, but I feel like every time I've tried to use it, I've been disappointed by it. So I just kind of like, even if I wanted to like it, I just couldn't really like it that much. It had some interesting usage in Scarlet and Violet with terrestrialization. I mean, having chlorophyll is already like such a good move, or ability, excuse me. Alright, stay in the ball. Nice! Alright, perfect. Let me get out of here. So I got a shiny Alpha Halucha and a Flareon today. And the Squirtle earlier, but it was just a regular Squirtle. Let me just bring these out real quick. Nice. Fortunately, that's an attack. Well, actually, no. I think Flareon is a physical attacker. Yeah, it is actually more of a physical attacker, so that's good. I want to see how big they look. Halucha's like a normal sized person now. That's pretty funny. That honestly doesn't look much different, but I guess it is bigger. I don't really use EVs that much, so I can't really tell that much. But I feel like I can kind of tell it's a little bit bigger. So real quick, before I leave, for now, I'm gonna put my Haluchite on Halucha, and I want to Mega it. Yeah, he's just like a straight up professional WWE wrestler. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning into my stream today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. There's a chance I might go live again later tonight. Keep an eye out for my Sassifrass VGC YouTube channel. I'll be posting something about Mega Gengar later today. And with that being said, the Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again for spending time with me, and take care for now.